at this exercise. How interesting. We have here 8 divided by 4, open parentheses, 3 minus 5, close parentheses, close the brace here, and all cubed. And these are the options. A, 32, B, minus 32, C, 64, and D, minus 64. Where to start? Well, pause the video, try the exercise, and write your answer in the comments. Okay, let's get to work. Let's do this. And the first thing I have to understand here is that I have a power, right? A cube. So, the result of this expression, which is in here, I have to cube, and that's going to be the answer. So, cubing will be the last thing I'm going to do because first I have to figure out what the value of the expression inside is. For that, I'm going to work with this first expression. Look, I'm going to rewrite it. 8 divided by 4, which multiplies 3 minus 5. Look, 8 divided by 4, which multiplies, it doesn't say here, no. A multiplication symbol appears, but when I have a number preceding parentheses, it's understood to be multiplication, right? Okay, now I'm going to solve the parentheses. I have 8 divided by 4, which multiplies 3 minus 5, and 3 minus 5 is minus 2. It's a negative value. And look how I'm going to write it, in parentheses, so I don't get confused. So I have here 8 divided by 4, multiplied by minus 2. And here, when I have division and multiplication, what's the order of operations? What comes first? Either one, multiplication and division have the same order of operations, so one is as important as the other. But where do I start? I start with the first one that appears, that is, from left to right. First, multiplication appears, so I'll do the multiplication first. 8 divided by 4. What is that? It's 2. This 2 is going to be multiplied by minus 2. Let's see, when I have the multiplication, I say 2 multiplied by 2. It's 4 plus minus equals minus. So, this is going to be minus 4, and all of this cubed. So, what does this expression equal? It equals minus 4 cubed, which is the same thing as minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 multiplied by minus 4. So, let's start with the signs. Look, minus with minus equals plus, plus with minus equals minus. So, the result of this cube will be negative. Look, and if I look at the alternatives, here I have minus 32, and here, minus 64. One of those two will be, and now I multiply 4 by 4, which is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So, for this exercise, we will mark option C, which is minus 64. And if you like the video, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. A big hug. Look, we now have combined operations. What does the exercise say? 10 minus 3, multiplied by 2, plus 2, cubed, divided by the square root of 4. What do you think the answer will be? Alternative A, 2. Alternative B, 4. Alternative C, 8. Or alternative D, 16. Which do you think is the correct answer? The first thing I need to do is identify where I'm going to start. Look, here I have minus, multiplication, plus, and division. I know that in the order of operations, I should start with multiplication and division. But there's an important detail. Within this combined operation, I have 2 cubed, which isn't solved, and I also have the square root of 4, which isn't solved. So the initial step is to solve these operations, which are indicated. I'm going to rewrite it so you can visualize it better. Minus 3 multiplied by 2 plus 2 cubed will be 2 multiplied by 2 times 2, which equals 8. Okay, so far so good. I don't think there's any problem. The square root of 4 is 2. Very good. So it's now like this. 10 minus 3 multiplied by 2 plus 8 divided by 2. As I was saying, I'm going to start with these operations, multiplication and division. So look, I'm going to write it. 10 minus 3 multiplied by 2, which equals 6 plus 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So, I have 10 minus 6 plus 4, which is 10 minus 6, which is 4. Look, I'll put it here, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. If you analyze the solution, you'll realize that we arrive at the answer step by step, being quite logical and coherent. We didn't do it haphazardly. We followed a strategy. So the correct answer will be letter C, which is the option we're going to mark. And don't forget to like the video. What is the value of x? I have 3 divided by x, which is a fraction, minus 4 equals 8. It's an equation. So, let's solve the equation. What is the value of x? The options are these. Alternative A, 0.12, B, 0.24, C, 0.20, or D, 0.25. Which will be the correct answer? So, how do we solve equations? Let's remember this, which is very easy. Look, I have 3 divided by x, minus 4 equals 8. So, this minus 4, notice, can be moved to the other side, but it won't be minus 4 anymore. It will be plus 4. The sign changes. So, what will I have left on the first side? 3 divided by x. Ideally, 8 plus 4. I continue working. Here I will say that 3 divided by x will be equal to 12, since 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Up to this point, it seems to me there is no problem, no difficulty. I'm going to rewrite this. Now look, this letter x, which is in the denominator, is going to move to the other side, multiplying. So look, I'll get this. 3 equals 12 multiplied by x. Now look, I'm going to reverse the order to make it more familiar. For many people, saying 3 equals 12x isn't very easy. People sometimes get confused. But if I reverse the order and say 2x equals 3, for many people this is much easier. So this 12, which is multiplying, will move to the other side dividing. So this will give me x will be equal to 3 divided by 12, or, which is the same thing, taking a third part, will be 1 divided by 4, and 1 over 4, in decimal form, is 0.25, which is precisely the answer to our exercise, alternative D. And if you like the video, give me a like and check if you're subscribed to the channel. It's important that you're subscribed, because that way you help us get more and more YouTube to spread our videos. A big hug. Thank you very much for watching this video. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others.